god! It's alive! It's alive! This will be my greatest creation yet. Hey, wait a second. If you're here, then that means I have no fudging idea what's under this cloth. Well, that didn't work. Alright, second verse, same as the first. Oh my god, I've created a monster. Hey, wait, come back. Somebody's gotta kill it. And I guess that somebody's me. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, that thing was heavy. How does Arnes do it? Better than me, I guess. If it helps, if you looked at yourself in the mirror, you'd understand why I did what I did.
Yeah, it's alright. I'd hit me with a hammer too. But for next time, make sure to hit me harder, Daddy.
You know, I'm not sure if I like where this is going, but then again, not the first time I've been called Daddy. Well, there are little guys, little versions of me, because I had babies. There's lots of babies. They all died, though. And now I'm sad.
You know what helped make you feel better?
What?
Hitting me with a hammer.
Okay. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today I'll be going over the NECA's Frankenstein figure.
Whoa, Steve. When you said we're doing Frankenstein figure, I thought we were doing that Frankenweenie from that movie, you know, the black and white one back in the days.
What?
Never seen the Frankenweenie movie?
I don't think so.
Guy's dog die. It's like animated.
That's not back in the day. That's not even that old of a movie.
Yeah, it is. That's old. That's like 10 years old. That's back in the days, man.
Jesus. I don't even want to let you know how old this is. But anyways, what we have here is Frankenstein's monster, which we're just going to call it Frankenstein for the sake of the video, because it's just going to be odd calling it monster the entire video. Then it's usually just the way I reference them, even though I know it's Dr. Frankenstein. That's who it is here, because it even says up here, the man who made a monster. But main reason I got this is just because I like the Universal monsters, and Frankenstein's pretty sweet. Not my personal favorite, but gotta support the line to hopefully get that creature from the Black Lagoon at some point. I know Wolfman's going to be a thing for sure. He's up for pre-order. And I want to say...
I want the Mummy. That's the one I want.
Oh, to be honest, I think the Mummy's my least favorite.
What? Come on, dude. That was the original. Yeah. It's like more of a zombie than a mummy.
Oh, the bunch. I like Phantom. Phantom's sweet.
Probably my least favorite one's the werewolf, because it's just a guy covered in fur.
But that's what makes it great. The only thing that kind of bugs me is the NECA has like a mustache.
That is great.
But anyways, I'll be on pre-order. But anyways, without further ado, for its packaging, got the image on the front with the Frankenstein head. You got Frankenstein's monster. Got the chick in the bed. To this side of the package, you get to see him with his derpy face.
You're saying by buying NECA figures, I can get chicks in bed?
Yes, that's 100% how this works.
I should have chicks all over my bed then, because so many NECA figures hanging on my walls.
Well, technically you do.
Ah, touche.
I was to say, I do too. Officially.
Life is sad.
Anyways, back of the package just shows him with some of the accessories, him doing some poses, bottom some legal mumbo jumbo, and then if you open it up, you can see Frankenstein kind of standing on some stairs, and then the figure inside of the packaging. But anyways, it's going to open up out of its cardboard prison. Alright, so now that we got Frankenstein open up out of its cardboard prison, first and foremost, let's go over its accessories.
Wait. Why does the bottom half look like NECA's Arnold figures, the boots and the pants?
It probably is. Would you like to grab that Arnold on the shelf over there and see if it is?
When you set that down, I'm like, gosh, that looks like Arnold, doesn't it?
The shoes are definitely different because they're like the platform ones.
But they can just add a piece of plastic to that and call it a day.
Well, to be fair, it's probably the same shirt too. Although he's a little thinner.
Sorry,
so that might not be it. But anyways. Alright, so I guess we'll start with the heads, which for what comes based on the figure, you get the kind of sleepwalking expression.
Which I don't understand why there's all these heads when you only just need one, Steve.
Because of options? That's why you buy a NECA.
No.
Because sometimes you just need a little bit of spice in your life, and you want to not have the same big thing standing on your shelf all the time. You could kind of change it up here and there.
You'll see why there's only one face for him.
I like the other faces, anyways. But this is kind of like the basic, just like him stationary pose. It's kind of, you know. For his other ones, you get probably my personal favorite out of the bunch. Is he kind of looks like he's laughing at his own joke. It's my personal favorite. It's also kind of the... Oh, this one's more of the yelling one.
Yeah. That's like he's angry.
Yeah, it's kind of like angry. This one, I could almost see like he's yelling. Just like, hey, yo! Need the toothpick. But yeah, no, this one's my personal favorite. This one's pretty sweet too if you want to make him looking angry. And then how you swap them out is you grab base of the head. Make sure to watch out for the bolts on the side of the neck because I can see that snapping off pretty easy. And then you just pull straight. Then when you want to swap that out, you just go in reverse. And then that was actually super duper easy. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this head. This is probably the way I'm posing him, to be fair.
He just smelled that chick in his bed. He's ready.
He also comes with a pair of flowers, which you get one solitary flower, and then you get this one with the pair, which on the base figure you get the more...
The walking hands or like...
Yeah, kind of relaxed hands, or if you want to have them like stretched out, more traditional. You also get more frayed hands. If you want to grasp me stuff. This one I think is a little bit more appropriate for that. And then I think this one's supposed to be for the flowers. Are these ones specifically?
Where's the box at?
Because the way they showed it.
Well, box is on your side. I can't help you, Steve. Sorry.
But you can kind of have them holding on to it. And then this one's kind of good for holding on to one specific flower so you can hand them off to people. And then you also get some chains.
You can be super salty. With those fingers like the flower one, you know?
Yeah. just like, oh, the meme.
Yeah.
So these don't open up. They aren't like the con one. Well, I say con, but I keep thinking the Mezco one where it can kind of pop off. These, you're going to want to grab base of the hand. Yeah. Oh. Pull them off. And then
you pull out the joint.
You're supposed to. The joint's on the hand.
Oh. God, well, that took me for a loop.
I guess we'll go with the frayed ones. And you just go straight into the joint. You don't really want to mitigate rotating because I have had quite a few times that this will just kind of pop out, especially with the turtle figures. So it's a bit on the terrifying side. Definitely need the reason why I'm popping these off back on the actual figure. There you go. So now you have your Frankenstein roaming the halls, terrorizing the villagers,
my image
being misunderstood.
My image of this figure is completely destroyed now, Steve.
Why?
Because the whole freaking... He's got a woman in his bed, he's got change, he's got flowers and a derpy face. Guys, ready to do some stuff?
Sir, he looks like he's already finished. I don't know about you. Anyways, I do dig the accessories. For the rest of the detailing on the figure, it's pretty much just black all the time. But that's pretty atypical for a Frankenstein, where you have what's kind of like a Dickies shirt, like a working shirt on the top here. Phrasing the fabric look really nice. Get a little bit of light gray dry brushing over top of the fabric to give it a little bit of depth and coloring. Also, like we mentioned, has the bolts on the side of the neck.
Which is actually a cool piece to it.
Yeah, and it's got even got... Yeah, I was saying it's even got a little bit of blood. It's even got the nick on the top of his head here with the little streak on the front, which I think that's a staple. I think. Some kind of metal exposing. And then, like he mentioned, he's got the Arnold pants here on the bottom with his giant platform boots. And for his articulation, head can look up about yay far, down about that far, can rotate all the way around. Just be, again, wary of the bolts. Is that a gash on his neck?
That's what it looks like, right?
There is a giant gash. Why is there a giant, like...
Did they cut his head off at one
I
point?
guess it's like if you have it at a certain angle, you'll see it. Oh, you know what? You can see it underneath his chin too. Now that I'm noticing it. That is one minute detail because, like, for the most part, you wouldn't even notice it. Like, you have to kind of have him cranking his head a little bit to even get that to line up appropriately. Yeah. Granted, I will say, it's definitely been a while since I've watched Frankenstein, but that's actually kind of sweet. Even though it's something that's, like, mostly hidden for the most part, but still kind of adds a little bit to the character. For his arms, can... Okay, the chains might make this a little bit harder. Hold on one second. Here we do. Pop that off. For his arm, you can go up by that far, down by that far, rotates all the way around. Single jointed elbow. Removing some paint there. Built up on the joint. For the hand, pop that back in. Puts on a hinge so you can go forward and back all the way around. Get a little bit of posability at the body.
I was wondering if he had something.
A little bit of side to side.
Isn't there one halfway up?
Yes, so he's got a joint here, and he's got a joint at the waist. And for his legs, he can go out about that far, in about that far. A little bit of forward kick, not too much of a back kick. A little bit of a rotation at the top of the thigh. Single jointed knee with a little bit of rotation. And his boots can go forward and back and wiggle side to side. And for some quick comparisons here, we have the NECA Frankenstein monster compared next to some other of my favorite horror NECA figures with some Jason ones, with Jason Part 2 and Freddy vs. Jason. And here is with the Ultimate Ghostface and Part 3 Freddy Krueger from NECA. And here's some McFarlane figures and an extra one because he's sort of an accessory now. But we have the Cult series Movie Fanatics, if I remember it, of Uber Jason from Jason X, and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. This one is a customized version, as hopefully you guys can tell. And here's some Godzilla figures with the Bandai Movie Monster series The Ride figure and the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2021. And here's some of the random figures hanging out in my basement with the Movie Monster series Gigan from Godzilla Final Wars and the Mega House Demon Slayer Gal Shindobu. So overall for the Neckenstein...
No, Neckenstein, yes, that is great.
Whoops. For the NECA Frankenstein's monster figure.
Neckenstein,
He's Neckenstein. This guy's sweet. I like the accessories. I like the head sculpts. Detailing on the figure looks good. And, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me because I almost appreciate that this has color.
Yeah.
While I'm a bit upset that there's not a black and white Kong.
You're just hard to please, aren't you, Steve?
Yeah, it's just kind of like, when I think of Frankenstein, I think of him like the way this is presented. While when I think of Kong, I think of black and white.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that just has to do with is the colored version of the Universals have been a little more available than the Kong, for at least me anyways. But I dig everything that this figure presents. And personally, like, especially love like with the chains and everything. So I already got like a clear cut way I want to pose them in my collection anyways. And it makes me excited for the other figures. What do you guys think? If you guys picked up this figure, what's your favorite Universal monster? Is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen just smart to think? Let us know in the comments. We also have a Patreon, Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. Guys like to keep up to date with the channel. Also that little annotation bell at the top. And donate. We greatly appreciate it. And help us... I can't even say this with a straight face anymore. Help us defeat those guys just by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
God, that movie sucked. Oh shit. Whoops. That almost killed a NECA 64. We like that guy. I'm so sorry.